What's going on YouTube? My name is Ty with xking.com. Today we're going through Wordhero. You might have heard about it, you might not. It's an AI writing tool to help you write blog posts, articles, emails, sales copy, video descriptions for YouTube, core questions. It's all right here. Lots of stuff you can do. Right now, the price is on AppSumo. I'll have a link in the box below. Here's Wordhero. It's $89, lifetime access. You get generate 20,000 words a month, and all the other stuff here as well. And to unlock the long form editor, you generate 50,000 words. You gotta buy it again or whatever, and then unlock the long form editor and generate unlimited words. You have to get 2 codes. But I bought this a month ago, and a month ago on AppSumo it was $89, unlimited words, and you have to pay. And that's unlimited words for $89. So if you look at this video in the future, the first link doesn't work. Try to go to the second link that will take you to Wordhero. The price per month is like $50 a month. Half the price of Jasper. It's $50 not bad. I use this tool almost every day. But what happened was I bought this $89 one time, and the one time unlimited words, and then for the long form editor, I had to buy additional $89 for the long form editor. You don't have to do the long form editor. I want the long form editor because it makes writing blog posts easier. Here's Wordhero, and we'll go to the editor right now. Let's get to it. I'm going to show you some tips on Wordhero, how to write a blog post, how to write a great article, and they upgrade to the version 2, which is version 2 is better in my opinion. Hit the button right here, and it pulls up all of your tools. And I have a topic I want to write about. Here's the topic. I'll paste it. What are tips for saving money if you earn less than $1,000 per month? That's the topic we're talking about. How to save money. We make less than $1,000 per month. Now, here's some quick tips before we even start writing. What you would do is there's 2 buttons you can hit. The blog topics and blog headlines. The blog headlines will take your headline and make it better. Okay, so go to blog headlines. You will paste in the topic here and write for me, and Wordhero will go through and have a better topic to write about. So tips for saving money on tight budget, how to make your dollars stretch further, ways to cut costs when you're low on cash. Can you really save money earning less than $1,000 per month? That's a good one. How to make the most of your money when you only own $1,000. This is probably the best one. So this is a better version of this. Okay. Now, the longer the title, the better, because it's search engines, and the longer the better. But this sounds pretty good. So we'll replace this with this. Okay. Now, just to write more, so you can highlight. Well, I'll go through it. What you do is go back to the tools and you create an outline. Okay, I'm gonna tell you another tip too. Here's the outline, and again, once you go to the blog headlines or topics, let's go back. You can use blog topics as well. So if you go here and it's saved, so the first anything you put in here, hit write for me. If you go to paragraphs or outlines, it will still have this in there. So you have to keep on copying and pasting, or pasting into there. Blog topics can also come up with blog headlines as well. Okay, so again, ways how to make your money stretch when you're living paycheck to paycheck. These are the blog topics, the headlines are almost the same thing almost. Okay, so use that, push your title in, and see if Wordhero come up with a better title. So once that's done, we'll come here and then we'll write a blog intro. Now, one thing about Wordhero, it likes to write ellipticals. Elliptical is like if your title is how to scramble an egg and have one crack the egg. Number 2, cut the stove on. Number 3, put the egg in this pan. Number 4, add salt. That's a listicle. It lists things out. And Wordhero does it a lot. I'm not a big fan of listicles. Maybe for a conclusion or near the end of the blog post, I'll have a listicle. But you have to try to lead Wordhero not to write listicle. So I'll go to here and I'll write a blog paragraph based on this here. And it might write a listicle. There's no secret. I learned that $1,000 per month can be a struggle. What if I told you to save money when you're low? In this article, we're going to share you tips and tricks on how to save money when you're earning less than. That's a good beginning paragraph. You hit enter twice. You go to blog headlines, and you go to blog headlines. You could hit that button here, and that could have been writing, and you could have went over here and did a blog outline. So hit write for me, and let's see what will come up. Okay, and this is basic. Tips for saving money unless you make $1,000 per month. Make a budget, cut costs, find extra to make extra money. Conclusion. Not really feeling that one. Hit back. Write for me again. Excuse me. Another one is save money on a tight budget. Trimming the fat of your budget. Make extra money. The power of saving. Conclusion. Now, I'm gonna share another tip. Okay, this is okay, but the more you hit more right for me, the better it becomes. But you don't want to lose some stuff. So what you'll do is this. The little 2 buttons here will put all of it there. Okay, so that could be, that could be a first paragraph. Trimming the fat to be fine. Make extra money. The power of saving. Now what you can do is hit back and hit this again and come up with more headlines. Okay, you might replace some of these. So here, defining your financial goals. That could be one. Outlining your finances. That could be one. Live below your means. Creating a budget. So you already got budget here. So maybe define your financial goals. So we could put defining your enter. Defining the fat. And the little button right here. You can see insert the cursor. You can put that right there. Trimming the fat on your budget is pretty much like cut stuff out. And since you're cutting stuff out, you can also put automatic your finances or live below your means. So come here, hit low below your means. So trim the fat off your budget is the same as creating a budget. Okay, and here's the other part. Define your financial goals. So you're talking about how to save money type budget, define your financial goals. In the middle of the post, talking about how to trim the fat, how to budget your money, how to live before your means. Okay, so you have those 2 subjects in your blog post. Extra money could be near the bottom. Okay, but what you'll do is live below your means. Okay, and then you have automate your finances. Cause that can go with automate your finances, make extra money, the power of saving. Now you're talking about, okay, how to save more money, how to make money and save money. Okay, and you can go one more time and see comes up anything different. So you see, track your spending could be one. Cut back expenses, the same with trimming the fat. Look at ways to increase your income, automate your savings. Summarize the main point and just add that there. But track your spendings could be another one. Far as like trimming the fat, you could put under here, track your spending, and delete that section 1. So there you go. Then you have a really nice long blog post. Save money on tight budget, define your financial goals, trim the fat, track your spending, live below your means, automate your finances, make extra money, power of saving. We'll try one more. And seeing it comes up, that sounds better, that looks better. I do this every once in a while. Make a budget, track your spending, prioritize your savings, what's most important to you, way to cut, save, make extra money. So now this sounds better than this. Okay, make extra money, but it's ways to save, cut costs, make extra money. So I will take this out. You could delete this. And you see how it looks better. I even start writing it. You come here, and hit that. Okay. Make sure we're still recording. Okay, we're still recording. So you see, it sounds better that way. It's hopefully be a long video. And it says review your progress and just as needed. Now this is a long post. Okay, so trim your fat, track your spending, lower all your means, automate your savings, find ways to cut, something to save, cut, make extra money. The power of saving could be still there. And the last one could be stay on track, review your progress and just as needed. So we'll do that one last. Because once you add everything up here, because you do everything up here, you cut your stuff, track your spending, live below your means, and it says stay on track, review your product, it doesn't need it. So that's your post. Okay. Now what you could do is I go ahead and go all the way back and go to blog paragraph, have that ready. Okay. Because sometimes what you do is highlight this and hit blog paragraph. Sometimes it'll come up. Now I'm gonna show you a tip to this. So this little right. I'm going to show you something about this, okay? So it's going to write, there's no secret that saving money can be tough, especially with low income. Here's a few tips to get started. Now it's going to do a elliptical, maybe. Okay, start by looking for your spending habits, where you cut back, spend too much on out to eat. For example, try cooking meals at home. And this will be an H2 as well, all right? One of the definitely areas, cut back. Start saving money each month and savings $50 or $50 will add over time, which is true. So that's a fine paragraph. If you didn't like it, what you could do is come here. But first of all, once it starts to write, it'll turn blue. I'll show you that next minute. But you come here and type that in, right, for me. If you want a better paragraph, you will put it in the blog paragraph. You don't have to delete and stuff like that. I do that sometimes to see if they write anything better. And it says try making a budget to it possible. Try shopping around for best deal and with purchases. Great clothing. Like serve energy, light appliances. So this sounds a little bit better than this. Yeah. So you hit click on that. You highlight and hit paste. There you go. That sounds a little bit better. And what I try to do is make everything 2 to 3 sentences with a break, because when you have a 4 or 5 sentences on a blog post or on a cell phone, it looks like a big block of text, and people are not gonna read all that text. But they can skim through different things. It makes it easier for them to skim. So make sure that you come through and try to make it, 2 or 3 words, 2 or 3 lines. That's it. If you have one by itself, have it by itself. So now what you can do is defining your financial goals. Now let's see what it comes up with. I'm gonna show you a tip on the rocket. So you highlight it. Now I could wrote more. I might do that. You could write more. It'll write more based on this sentence here. So you write more. Now I'm going to show what else it does. Once you finish writing, it highlights the blue for you. You can read it. If you want to get out of debt while still living life to the fullest, important that you avoid making impulse purchases. Most people can't make impulse purchases. So that's fine. So if you don't like it, hit the backspace. It'll delete all that for you. But I'm going to keep this because that sounds pretty good. And you go 3 nice paragraphs. It looks very nice. And we're writing. So you come here, you can highlight this, hit the blog post, and the same thing with the blog paragraph rocket. It will write. If you don't like it, hit the backspace. It will delete all of it. Okay, and it's a better way. See, now it does this too. It makes this. It's another tip I gotta show you as well. So it's writing right now. All right, it's writing now. It highlighted blue. If I don't want this, I can delete it. Now sometimes Wordhero will just take one of my H2s and put it on here, and you might forget that. But trim the fat is one of my outlines. So just take it, hit enter twice, put it there. You would put this here. Well, make this H2. All right. And most people, you probably think it's probably save money. You only income, however, is policy money, keys with defining the financial goals. Start by evaluating your current financial situation, determine how to save money long term. Feed the emergency fund, and down payment of the house, etc. These things can be included in your budget. So what I do, I read about it. It sounds good. Now you have to write as well. Don't let it just write as well. Here's one thing I will do. Emergency fund, right? We all heard emergency fund. You click, I'll copy it. I'll go to Google and so how to build an emergency fund, right? Excuse me. And what you could do is click on here, right? And this is a good way to add external links to your blog post. You can do it right here in Wordhero. And you can say, look, I know building and hold on, make sure I have the cursors here. And it will save sometimes too, and then it will knock you back or do some funky stuff. Emergency fund is hard, but I have found a great post that can show you how to find great posts that can show you how to build your emergency fund in the best way. And you can put click here, or you can just, what do I do with it? I just had it. Here we go. So you can copy and paste. You can copy and paste or hit click here. You can put click here. And what you can do is that this thing going to save in a minute. It's going to save. See it saving, and then if you highlight something and wait a while and try to put a link, it won't do it because it's saving. So make sure you watch that saving button. But you hit this, hit the little button right here. You copy and paste your link and hit save. It's going to go back to the top of the page for some reason. It's going to save automatically. So now you have an external link on your blog post to help the reader build an emergency fund. And you wrote some content. And that's what I've been doing lately now. Every little sentence or like financial goals, I will find a blog post or a service that can help you with people with financial goals. Hey, look, I found a website or a business that can help you achieve your financial goals. It's better if you have used this yourself. Say you talk about the stock market and say, I buy stocks on Robinhood. Here's the Robinhood app. Here's the post I read, it made me better. So you create a link here. You can bold it so you can see for yourself. It's bold. And you can go down here and write some more. And again, hit the little rocket. And you see how it's taking longer to write a blog post, but your blog post will sound better, look better, and have external links. Have a human touch to it. You should not just read this thing right and you post it. You should just read it, cut stuff out, etc. So, and again, it goes up to the top of this page, which is fine. You scroll down. Now, I can delete this if I want to, but I'm gonna leave it. You can hit H2 here, and the easy way to save money is cut back your expenses. If you're spending less than $100 a month, coffee to eat. Other ways to save money: create a button, stick to it, and transportation, essentials, etc. What you could do is go to Google, how to build a budget, and sticking to it. And Dave Ramsey would be best for here, like Dave Ramsey. So here we go. How to stick to a budget. Okay, so what you can do is go to this page. You can read about it here, and take this post here, and we'll write about it. I know trimming, and I'll also put the keyword, the fat is not easy. Oh, see it does that too. It's saving and goes back. Let's go. It's not easy, but with help, and you can, our method, read this post here that will show you how to budget your money. Okay, and this will be and budget, of course, and this post here, and here's the post. You highlight here, and there you go. You're being helpful. You putting a human element to the AI, because AI can't do that. Okay, again, it's better if you have experiences in this field. You can really write about it. I'll write, that's why you break it up into these two little sentences, because it's easy to read and you can write yourself. So the easy way to save money, cut back on expenses. If you're saving $100 a month on coffee, out to eat, buying clothes, try cutting them in half. And since I read that little part, I said, and my wife does this. My wife started making her own coffee from home, and which this is true, now she is saving money on gas and from buying coffee. There you go. So you're being helpful. This is why it's easier to have it just two sentences, because it's easier to read. You can read it for yourself. It's easier to read on, there you go. It's easier to read. I'm also writing content. I'm putting a human element into it. And one tip for AI content, make sure you put yourself. Use the word I and my wife, my husband, whatever, my kids, my family. You put yourself in the article as well and make it more human-like. Because if I read this as a normal person, I would never known it's written by AI. Because you put the human element into it. It takes longer to write content. You want to write content fast. But look, it's better for you and the reader. It's better for the reader and Google to understand, look, you just didn't write the AI and post it. You actually read the content. You put some links to help the reader. And number 3, you put yourself in the blog. You've been through this. You save money and stuff like that. Now, let's go ahead and speed through this real quick. Track your spending. And you can say, go to Google. And I do this all the time now. How to track your spending. How to track your spending. There you go. How to track your spending. And these are the 5. There you go. Then go to CBS here for 2022. This post is going live, so you can copy this here and go about the Wordhero. You trim the fat. Budgeting app, journalists, and you can also put, and what you do is put it on the shorter post. This is the shortest one. This is short. This is longer. This is the third longest. I'll put it here. Check out this. What is this? And then look, don't worry about this. Make this, highlight this, make it H4. Check out this post here on how to track your spending. Again, this, and then you can just take this, highlight it. You could and again, you're helping the reader. You're helping the reader, and you're also adding content. Oh, wrong one. And you're also adding content. There's a little button here. This takes more time, but the content is better this way. And there you go. And you know, H2. All right, so that's. And I already have 800 words right now. It's gonna be a 30-minute blog article. I mean video, but you see how I'm doing this, right? I'm reading, I'm adding, and again, you know, it looks pretty good. Put your content on the shorter paragraph, because usually the first one is light, the middle one here is more, and the third one is more than all two of them. But you can add some content here. Hey, I found a great budgeting app. If you use a budgeting app, add that to the content itself. I'll always link out to posts and apps that will help the reader. Put the reader first, okay? And Google wants us bloggers to help the reader, okay? You want to give them the best resource possible. And again, the AI is writing, I say 70%. I'm going through writing a paragraph on every heading. I'm finding links. I'm reading other content to make sure. And I'm also fact checking the AI as well. Okay, so let's do one more. Limit your means, or let's do automated finances, because I'm pretty sure there's apps out there you can automate your finances. So I'm gonna just copy this, and we'll go back to Google. How to automate your finances, and let's see what comes up. All right. It's a Forbes magazine, and there's a college automated finance 5 ways. So you could link to this post, but let's see what Wordhero has to say. You can skip around as well, but let's just do live below your means first. Let's do a couple more, and we're done with this video for the video. And again, it's going to highlight what it writes, read what it writes, and right now it's coming with a listicle. I guess I'm not a fan of listicles, but you can have. I keep it for right now. So I'm trying to just run through this real quick. But if you didn't like that, you could have easily just copy this, put it into blog paragraph, and come with a better paragraph. Okay. And in fact, I'm gonna do with the next one here. Automate your savings. Let's see what it says. Copy. And I noticed too, if you have these little dots here, it's going to do a listicle. Okay, so because remember, these didn't have listicles. Now let's just test. I don't know. So these these dots here will make a listicle. So let's just see what it does, and I'll put it over here as well. Okay, delete it. So you do two things at one time. It might make a listicle. So if you want a listicle, maybe it don't. Well, maybe it doesn't. But you see how the I and F is here? It's supposed to go, so it keeps going up too. All you hit, click here, backspace. There you go. And here's two of them here. Here's another one here. H2. Okay. If you're earning $1,000 a month, you might think it's probably save money. And one thing what we're here, it will repeat itself sometimes. Okay. You have to go back and read it. If you're earning less than $1,000 per month, you might think it's impossible to save money. And also says here, even though it's month, you might think it's possible to save money. So it says it twice. Okay, I'll run twice. Okay, so what you could do is, I'm not gonna delete this whole thing and just put and use one. This one is different. Managing finance can be very time consuming. So that's why I use this side here. Wordhero will do that. It will have the same. Here it goes right here. Like $1,000 a month is part of save money. You didn't want that twice. This is fine. No secrets saving $1,000 a month, but it says it here too. Things part of save money. You have to watch that. It will do that. Okay. Now, like most people, managing money is time consuming. Where is that at? I saw that. No, maybe not. Okay, so we'll delete all that. So what we do is copy. Paste. There you go. Okay, and then you can also write any apps you find or write anything, and that post is, I forgot where was that. Is right here, and you can go to, well, let's go to Forbes. Go to Forbes here, and what you could do, ads. What I do here is copy this, check out, you can put Forbes or, and look again, don't worry about that, come here, make it H4, there. Check out how to automate your finance and finance post, okay? And you can take this link here, copy, and highlight it, and paste it here. Hit paste and save. Now, so there you go. We have a nice long post. It's over 1,000 words. We're not even done. We have 1, 2, 3 external links with this page, with this blog post. We have, well, 4 external links in this blog post. We have 1, 2, 3 more outlines to write. So you see where I'm going with this Wordhero. This is the longer way to write content, but it's the most effective way to write content because you're adding your content, you write as well, you read what it says, and again, sometimes you repeat. Even like most people, managing finance is time consuming. You might have that same sentence in 3 different spots. You don't want that because Google might pick that up. So you want to erase that or rewrite it in some way, or you go to, you can also go to, they have a content rewriter here as well. I need to pin that. I'm not gonna find it, but they have a content rewriter on here as well, so you can just put it in there and rewrite it and paste it if you don't feel like writing it. But use these tools to rewrite. Here you go, content rewriter. I'm gonna pin that. But use the content rewriter for you. So if it says the same thing again on first line, if you don't feel like writing it, copy and paste in the content rewriter, it will come up something different. Let's try it real quick. Let's come up and go to content rewriter, and this is how you can really just make it very unique. Okay, so those are tips for Wordhero. Here you go. To spare money is useful to track your expenditure. That's nice. I'm gonna use that. So there you go. I mean, put the sentence in there. Put time into this. Now, granted, this takes longer to write your content. Just copy and paste. There you go. That sounds better. This takes time, but this is the better route to go because you're making it more human. You're putting your own content to it, and don't let the writer write all your content for you. You make sure you put helpful links. Make sure you put external links to your site that will help the reader. Remember, you're trying to help the reader, and use two words. Space. 3 words my max. 3 lines my max. If I go 4, I don't care if it's 1 line by itself. It's easier for me to scan this and say the key to financial goals, create a budget, and I can write down, hey, my wife and I, we sat down, create a financial budget, and it's hard then talk about, but these are the things that we cut out, and you can write your input into it and make the blog post more human, okay? Make it more authentic if you put yourself into it. This takes longer, but look, it should be 70-30. 70% AI writing, 30% you editing, you're writing, you're adding links, and then you add images on your blog, and this makes the post unique. Now, if I did this with no video, I could probably do the post in like maybe 30 minutes. I'm talking about external links, me writing, content writing, and this is a great tool. I don't make the video too long. It was already 34 minutes, but this is a great tool to use, and you see how I'm using it, and you can rewrite paragraphs, and those are tips I have. Check the first sentence, because it usually repeats itself in the first sentence, and you don't feel like writing the first sentence over again, put it to the content rewriter and rewrite it for you. You copy and paste it, and it's done. Find external links. I'll add 3 to 3 per post to help the reader. If there's an app for budgeting, link to the app. If you use the app, link to your app, okay? Keep writing. Put yourself in the post. Hey, my wife and I sat down and we came up with a financial plan that benefits the family. Here, we'll keep on going. Finally, cut money, cut savings, and I can do this real quick. But I would say, hey, look, my wife and I, we sat that was like, me and my wife saw that we was paying too much for our cable bill, so we called Comcast to get, which we did. It's always true. We called them, and you see, you run less than $1,000 per month. It can be tough to make ends meet. I can rewrite that if I want to, which I probably will. But my wife and I, we called Comcast. We got less channels. We paid less money. We start driving one car to the store and back versus, and do our errands in one trip versus driving a car every day to save on gas. So you put yourself in the article, write good content, put yourself into it, and use content rewriter to rewrite the sentences. Wordhero is not perfect. It's an AI tool. It's like a car. You gotta drive the car yourself. Like you put the car in drive, the car will drive itself, but you have to steer it. You have to steer the right way. I have links below on how to do it. And before I go, we can rewrite this if you want to make it sound better. To copy, and you come here, take this out, hit paste, and use the content rewriter to rewrite it. If you make difficult for comparison, and this sounds better than what it came up with. For comparison, if your income is less than $1,000 per month, it may be challenging to pay your bills. Yes. However, there are ways to cut costs to make extra money. So that sounds even better. So the AI tool is a great tool to use. Use to the fullest extent. There you go. And it is right here. H2 is easy to see. For comparison, if you're less than to pay your bills. Boom, bango. I just started using content writer today. I noticed that every headline, it'll have the same line as the heading. If you make $1,000 a month, it's hard. Make $1,000 a month, it's not easy. Make $1,000 a month, I want to change that up to make it all unique. Okay, so that's the end of the video. I'm gonna finish the post up, add external links, internal links, photos, maybe a video. Thanks for watching my YouTube video, and I'll see you next time.